We're on our way to examine and explore the Sparta mine. Here it is.
Well, it was discovered by the Westchester Copper Mine Company around 1820. There's a serious effort to mine silver and copper ore, and the setting for it is just so unlikely, you know, like right in the beautiful Hudson Highlands. It's just incredible.
Yeah, it's very unique about these. You know, when you compare iron mines versus lead and copper, like this mine, it's a big difference. You see lots of crystallization and mineralization in the walls here, whereas like an iron mine, like one of the mines we were at previously, you know, it's all iron. It's either iron or solid granite. So you don't see any mineralization, you don't see any crystals, you don't see anything like that.
There's definitely mineralization above us here in the ceiling.
Yeah, you can see that. Yeah, looking up here, you see a whole bunch of tiny drill holes. These are all hand-drilled holes. Now, if you look at this one right here, you can actually see the end of the hand drill. So when they're in there, they're pounding this hole by hand, and you can actually see evidence of the tools they use when they're hand drilling these holes.
For one, you can see the unevenness in the direction of the hole. And number two, it's not perfectly round, it's not perfectly straight. Look how narrow it is. Look ahead. It's tall enough to stand up here. No, they're really just about driving a tunnel as large enough as they need it to be just to get in and out. Here, I'm standing completely, well, I'm trying to stand completely straight, and my head hits the ceiling and I have to duck just slightly, so it's probably about 5 feet, 7, 6 inches in height.
Slower, but this is all the silt that's built up over the years that this mine's been closed. Makes it very difficult to get by.
So here, the ceiling's only maybe 3.5 feet high. We're just walking on silt on top of solidified flowstone calcite. You can see all the flowstone on the wall here, and it just eventually reaches the floor and just creates a solid floor that slowly closes in on the mine over time. Directly overhead, the shaft.
It's the shaft.
Leads its way up to the surface.
Yeah. There's a lot of buildup on the wall. It's very difficult to tell definitively that this was done by hand tools. But, you know, they're not, you know, the drill hole size isn't very big, so it's very probable that it was hand drilled. Stuff on the floor, you can't tell you're walking on. The floor is pretty deep here. Yeah. Although it feels like it's getting a little shallower as we're walking here.
There's some debris up ahead, so watch your footing. A vein. Though it likely pinched out, it's too narrow here. They're worth mining. If you look here, this here is a rod that holds a compressed air pipe. So we now have evidence that they did use modern technology, well, relatively speaking, technology after the 1870s, compressed air pneumatic drills to drive drill holes into the rock. We do know that later on there was another company that came and they drove another adit, and that adit is actually well driven. It's large in proportion compared to this. Very likely that they also re-explored this older tunnel here. This one driven in the 1820s. And look at this. Talk about flowstone. Well, we found a true relic, an 1800s era barrel, just sitting, resting until it completely deteriorates in the mine. I mean, look at this. You can see the old wood. You can see the bands around the wood. I mean, you don't see this often in a mine. This is history right here. I think I found some evidence of the ore. Bluish color in the wall right over here. It's very slight.
It looks like we're approaching the end of the mine here. There may have been a funnel or something like that over here, and it collected the spring water, went through the funnel, and this pipe probably went all the way out towards the mine.
Here we have a very narrow tunnel, indicative of early mining. Again, we're talking the 1820s. We saw evidence of both hand drills and pneumatic drills that were used in this mine. The pneumatic drills are evidenced by numerous hooks on the wall, which actually held the compressed air line. And it's just truly more than I expected.
Yeah, this part of the Hudson just has such a mysterious feel to it.
It really does. And to think, when you're working this mine, you exit and you look out, you just see the Hudson River. You see the sun setting. You know?
Imagine like steamboats going up the river, and when all this brush was gone and they just saw ore cars full of silver ore being pushed out of the mine.